Okay, so let's start again. We say for USD index, you can see that price has been going down. So last week we have a little retracement, and what caused that retracement a little is that price actually went to a liquidity zone. This is it. Let's go. Price actually tapped liquidity zone and probably retrace, okay, giving us a retracement. And if you look at from this we can see that price have actually given us 23.6, but we don't know if that would be where price will retrace. Otherwise, looking from what we have on the chart on the daily, look at these three candles. If you look at these three candles, okay, we have a fair value gap here. When you look at these three candles, this huge candle, we have a fair value gap. And if you also come towards here, from this to this, we also have for this one a fair value gap. But what we don't know is, look at this, which we can see that price have actually mitigated this one, okay, to drop. But please take note, we are looking at this chart in case we'll be having NFP this week, so perhaps we might have this drop continue from here, meaning that US index have the tendency of continuing downward. Also, we can also see a fair value gap somewhere here, but we want to see, remember today is Monday, we want to see the one that will actually play out. So we have the fair value gap, okay, the daily fair value gap. Please take note, daily fair value gap. So we have this, and we already have this one, which have already mitigated. So what you now look after is this first one playing out, or the second one will play out? We don't know. So let's go to 4 hours candle. Okay, so on the 4 hours, we've already seen that price have hit that zone and price have started pulling back. So if you see that movement continue down, please know that dollar index, okay, is already down. I know there are most of the events that will be playing out this week. From Tuesday, which day is second? Second is a tariff day. Donald Trump has promised some of these countries. So we already know that some of these things will be affecting the markets. And also, we see that the ceasefire, okay, did not hold, the peace talk did not hold between the Hamas and Israel. You can see, we woke up to see that they started killing again. I think the news broke out that about 64 people have been killed. So we don't know what will happen. All of these are affecting the market, and already fundamental, we know that this week we'll be having an NFP. So all of this will be affecting the dollar. So we have this, we also have this zone. So let's watch out. I feel that maybe this zone, this first zone might work. Okay, only what we might be seeing on this is that price might just push up a little, tap into that zone and continue to fall. So, but let's watch carefully. Okay, so if that happens, we now go to Euro USD. You know, if it might happen that dollar index will be going down, it means that Euro USD will be going up. Now, if Euro USD is going up, I'm looking at this zone to be my other block zone. Okay, let me do a little analysis on this guy, just a little. I might not take your time. Okay, this price actually, we believe last week that price should fall, and it actually fell down. And all the traders, we are looking at this. If you watch, we have this liquidity zone. Let me go to H4 so that we see very well. So I want to speak from the smart money aspect of it. Okay, so we have this liquidity. Let me zoom out. Remove this guy. Okay, so we have this liquidity. We have this liquidity zone. which we see that price actually do what? Tested this liquidity zone. If you watch from this, okay, look at this candle here. We have one, okay, we equally have it. We have, let's highlight this zone. Okay, so have one here, we'll have it here again, and look at what happened. You know, the smart money way, it was this liquidity was taken out, and when it was taken out, we now saw this zone. For those of you, okay, we now saw this zone, which most likely price did not get to before. And also, if you look at this other one, let's see, just a minute. Okay, so let's throw this chart a little. Okay, so we have that zone, but little did we know that we have this and this. Look at this. Okay, what should we call it? The fair value gap zone. So fair value gap. So we saw it play out on this pair. You can see price tapped in there, and we see that push up. And also, if you also look at this, from lower low, lower high, we saw that we have this to be our shifting market structure. So any price that could break this top, what it means that price must have shifted from being a downtrend to an uptrend. But what we don't know is that you can see price, okay, pushing there, and I've not really take it out. Okay, market structure shift. So once we see a break of this level, okay, what we know that price must have changed from what bearish to bullish. But from the previous happening, price attempted it and could not break it. Okay, this time around break, but we can see the BS are still active. So that is one thing that is holding this price. Okay, so if you are selling, you have hope. Then if you are buying, just wait. Okay, if you want to buy, just wait for price to break, to give us a big strong breakout of this zone, this top. Once we see a big breakout of this top, then we cannot confirm the buy. But for now, we cannot confirm the buy. Just like I told you on dollar index, okay, we see price tapped in there, and we can see price going back there. So if dollar index walk in there and continue to fall, then it means that Euro USD, okay, will rise. So until we get that, we can confirm that buy. Now, if it means that, okay, this bull candle have broken out, most likely price is coming back to look for where to enter, then I will not tell you that this other block might be serving that purpose. Okay, this other block might be serving what? That purpose, meaning that price coming in here again, price coming in here to tap inside this zone and to buy. Okay, so we watch this close, we watch this side by side with what USD index, meaning that if this one come in tap to go up, what it means is that dollar index, okay, dollar index might push again, tap into this zone, which we can see the other block here, and price push that. So we are watching these two guys closely. And remember, today is Monday, so you cannot use the Monday to define the market. So there are a lot of noise in the market. So that is for that. Then let's go to GBP NZD. For GBP NZD, price is actually pushing down very well, and most likely NZD USD, okay, we most likely seeing price showing us a inverse head and shoulder. Okay, you can see first of all, let me break out this. You can see price, hedge, and we can see what a shoulder. We'll look at it in various points. Okay. Now, if that being the case, and from what we saw here, okay, we can see the shoulder being taken out. So if shoulder being taken out, we will expect more push downward. But why we expect more push downward, does it mean you can start selling? For me, I might not tell you to start selling from that point, because we only wait for price to do what? Pull back a little before we sell. We'll wait for price to pull back a little before we sell. Okay, so what are we expecting? We might be expecting something like this. Maybe price pull back a little, then price push down. But let's look at it in this other form. Let me remove this because yes, I don't.
So that I should have on daily time.
Okay. So what I notice here is that a little while, okay, for those of us who knows how to scam very well, okay, I can see price is already at a liquidity zone, okay, liquidity zone. So I might not be surprised if I see anything of this nature bounce a little. Remember, here is not actually the point where you need to take your buy, but you might see something like this and see the drop continue. And if the drop continue from the smart money aspect of it, I'm seeing this zone, and also I'm seeing, in fact, I'm seeing two zones, all of them correspond. I'm seeing here, and I'm also seeing this candle. So if you are waiting for a buy, okay, if we are waiting for a buy, I have these two zones for us, this and this last sell candle. There is a huge order block there for us. Why I highlighted the two? So that you might be waiting for this price to go to this other one, or you might be waiting for this other one. Okay, so look at this candle in case you don't know what I did there. What I did there is that we are having two other block. Okay, we're having two other block zone. I have this and equally have this. So and smart money told us that when you have two of this zone, expect the most valuable zone, which might be the second one. So this is the zone where I'm expecting price to head to, and for those of us who wants to buy, that is the zone which I think Mr. Dubiss also recommend that zone, okay, to buy. For those of us selling, that will be the entry point where you can do what? Sell. Then for GBP USD,
no, where you can buy.
Okay, where you can buy, sorry. Now for GBP USD, okay, this guy is very dicey. Okay, very dicey. If you watch what has been happening, if you've been selling on this zone, you are doing well. Price have not finally taken out this zone. You can see last week price tried to push away from there. They could not allow it, okay, in fact push with full candle, but it was rejected. So what I observe is that anytime price goes in there, they will reject price. Anytime price goes in there, they reject price. So sellers, you can continue to sell in that zone, okay, sellers, you can continue to sell in that zone, but take note, whenever we see a push above that level, don't sell again. Wait for a new level for a sell. Okay, look at it several times, and what happened is that whenever price pushing this level, price have not taken it out. You can see a lot of liquidity being seen in that zone. We have a lot of liquidity being seen in that zone. So those of us that like scalping, whenever price pushing there, you that like running faster, okay, you can run out from here. But as per that, we can see for buyers, you wait for this zone. Okay, last week I was telling the student in the class, I was highlighting this particular zone. let me show you what I was doing with the students, where I was telling them to sell at that zone, then buy at this zone. Why did I ask them to buy? First of all, we have this. Look at why, look at the reason I gave them that buy. Okay, they cut, most of them cut that entry. You can see that other block. Okay, that's played out up until when price closed. Look at this. So that's why you need to know about the other block. Look at this last sell candle before the bullish push. So when you see, okay, if you watch, when we take cover of all those candles, then let's play price. Let's just push price a little. So you can see those of them buying, price tapped in, boom, push. Okay, here I kiss it. Why here? Price pull, and what happened? Price push up. So for those of you selling, okay, first, if you've already entered your sell, remember today is Monday. First sell zone, you log out, you take out your profit is here. Then second sell zone, where you should be taking your TP, which we can equally see other block there, okay, is there. So we watch our price. If price could not break here, it means that we could also be looking for a buy somewhere here, sell here, buy here. Okay, so that is that. Therefore, Euro GBP, I so much love what this pair was doing. In fact, for me, okay, this might be the pair of the week. Now look at what happened. Yes, I know we must have bought from here to the top, and I can tell you price is pulling back. So for you to buy, just hold on. Rather, if you are going for sell, better off you can take a sell. But when you sell, let's look at this now. For this, looking at this, I saw this. Look at this. First of all, let's look at this. I'm on the weekly time frame currently. Now, what are we seeing on the weekly time frame? Okay, so on the weekly time frame, you can see after this buy, you can see the sellers, we are still on. They are on. Okay, try to fill up this zone. So and we believe, I believe that price might fill up this week. Okay, and if you fill it up, then price might push, or maybe fill it up a little, something like this. You see price push. You can see what price is doing. Price action. Price push down, they will reject it. Push down. So I'm expecting price to do the same thing here. Fill it up, then they reject it. Okay, but let's go to the daily. Okay. Frozen. Okay. But if you look at this, it's on record. It's record there. Okay. So if you look on the daily, look at this guy. Very interesting on the daily. Okay. On the daily, let me not go too far. Resistance, support, price broker support. So currently now, price went in, resistance turn support. So you can see what is happening on the daily. They push price. Look at the first time price pulled into this zone, it was rejected. Price have gone there again. So what are we saying? Price is being what? Rejected. So that gives us that full confidence that price is actually going down. So what are we now seeing on this pair? What I'm likely to see, you can see price is already pulling out from this resistance that turns support. So resistance that turns support. So what are we expecting? We expect price to take out this low. When price take out this low, please be mindful of this guy. Smart money sale, we should be mindful of this guy. Okay, so those of us that will be buying, this might be an important zone for you to buy. Okay, because we are seeing what an other block there. we are seeing another block there on the H4. So on the H4 we are seeing another block there. Let's streamline it to H1. Okay, H1 equally confirm that zone. Okay, look at this. H1 equally confirm. Look at what H1 is telling us. Okay, so H1 is confirming that zone. Okay, so meaning that those who wants to buy, okay, you can get an entry there for buy. While those who are already on a sell, just target that zone and wait for your TP. So you can put your TP on that zone. Then AUD USD, Mr. Dubiss have said so much about, sorry, GBP AUD. GBP AUD, this pair have been overemphasized, okay, but what am I expecting? I haven't price pull up into this zone. Price is already a zone where we have to look for a sell. Look at this. Fibonacci confirmed that, and I can see Fibonacci, okay, confirm that. And let me also do this. ABCD pattern. Let's see. For ABCD pattern, no. Okay, I'm seeing something new there. For this guy, okay, those of us that might want to sell, maybe let's allow the price push up a little. For GBP AUD, okay, GBP AUD, we might allow the price, okay, to push out a little, then we sell, okay, but price is already have overbought, so I expect price to give us this, and we will sell, okay. So that is the long Euro AUD, for Euro AUD. Most likely I'm seeing harmonic forming here. For Euro AUD, I'm seeing harmonic. Let's see if it has complete. Okay, Euro AUD XA, I can see this. Price is already on the completion. So Euro AUD, for those of you who already know harmonic trading, okay, remember when we trade butterfly or crab, because that is what has formed there. In fact, what I've actually formed here is a crab, okay, because of where the B leg is. So crab have already formed, and where is our entry level? Between 121 and 161.8. So price is already on the entry zone. So for Euro AUD, I expect that sell any moment from now, okay. You can even enter sell. When you enter sell, just put your stop loss at 161.8. That will be your stop loss. Okay. For let me talk about USD JPY. USD JPY, very interesting. I was seeing Mr. Dubiss telling us to sell. Yes, reason for a sell is that first of all, from what I'm seeing on this pair, we see when price take out liquidity, and as price, sorry, we see when price change in market structure. Yeah.
Not to sell.
Sorry, did I say sell? Yeah, buy. I was pointing sell. I was pointing buy, and my mouth was saying sell. No, please, it's a buy. And what I'm even doing was a buy setup. Okay. At this point, we see that price do what? Give us change in market structure. That is shift in market structure. Market structure shift, and you already know whenever price give a push or a shift in market structure, what happens is that you come and look for what? Entry. And we can see that first entry when price actually gave us that, we saw another block that give rise. Look at this other block. that give rise to this push, and that same other block, okay, equally give rise to this. So meaning that at that point, that is where we start looking for a buy. We have a buy entry here, one. You can see again, we have another buy entry here. All of these are other block, okay. If you know, I've thought about other block. We have this, okay. Then we equally have this that give rise to this price push up. Now, why did price retrace from here? Look at this other block. Look at this guy here, this sell candle here. Let's bring it. So we can see that price have already price is already giving us, in fact, if one must have entered here, good, but in as much as it's not all that late, okay, price is what on the rise. So USD JPY, we've seen that price is what on the rise. So we continue to buy USD JPY, okay, as price have given us this. I don't know how extend, hence we did not catch it from the bottom. Once we see a retracement, we can follow the price, or otherwise you can jump in and start trading from there. And when you do that, the best you put your stop loss below this zone, okay. Here will be realize your Excel if you are taking immediate buy. Otherwise, any pullback, you go for your buy entry. Then Canadian JPY, for CAD JPY, I believe CAD JPY will be also be reacting with GBP JPY, because most of them follow JPY or this one. So for CAD JPY, we see price the same way. Price has been pushing up. If you watch, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And in all of this, what are we looking for? We are looking for buy entry. We are looking for buy entry. And in that buy entry, we look out for this. Price did not hit this other block. Okay, there's another block here which price did not get to. And look further again, you see this last bearish candle. When you bring it, okay, you see that price actually taps in the other block and we see it push. Okay, so for CAD JPY is already at the entry point. Okay, is already at the entry point. You can see other block playing now. So this is it from my own end. Let's look at for most of this setup and we go for it. Thank you.
Okay, so let's just look at small fundamentals.
Okay.
For this week.
Okay. Okay. So for this week, we have fundamental coming up. If you go to your forexfactory.com, that is where we are heading to now. forexfactory.com. Okay. forexfactory.com. So here we are. Now, yesterday Sunday was a day live saving for Chef and Euro. So today being Monday, some of them have already played out. The China Yuan, okay, where they have the PMI, manufacturing PMI, which came out as same, okay, China Yuan, so as same. So you can see that maybe that is what is affecting some of these AUD, NZD pair. Okay, so today we also have the Euro, the German PMI CPI. So it came out as forecasted for Euro, okay, as Euro. Sorry, as forecasted. Then on Tuesday, let's look for the major news. On Tuesday, they will greet us with AUD having their cash rate. AUD this week will be having their cash rate. In fact, it was 0.41 and they are proposing the same 0.41. So let's see what will happen on cash if they will leave it unchanged. Okay, if they leave it unchanged, then what it means is that it affects what? Australian dollar. And if it affects Australian dollar, most of those Australian dollar which we see that have pulled out, okay, we see it retrace. Like, remember we're giving you analysis on Euro GBP. We're giving you Euro AUD and Euro NZD, Euro AUD, Euro NZD, and GBP AUD. So what I'm trying to say is that news that might be coming tomorrow early morning, 4 o'clock, might correct some of those movements. So that is why when trading, you also take note. Remember, of the fundamentals. GBP AUD have fired up, Euro AUD have been up, so it needed correction. So who knows if those news will correct it. And if you also look at AUD USD have been plunging down, okay, NZD USD plunged down, GBP NZD plunged up. So the news might come out and it corrects those movements. Remember, most times there are also politics in the market. Most times when all those pair push, they will use news to do what? Correct some of them. So take note for some of those pair. Then still on that Tuesday, when we come towards the afternoon, we'll see Euro. First of all, we'll see core CPI, although it's a medium impact news for Euro. That should be by 10 a.m. Nigerian time. But take note, in as much as it's a medium impact, it will also affect what? Euro. Then looking at the one that will push the market a little is by 3 o'clock, which is what? ISM manufacturing index. Okay, ISM manufacturing index will be coming out by 3 o'clock. Previously the data we saw there was previous data was 50.3. They are forecasting 49.6, and we don't know what to be at the actual. Remember, what we are looking for is actual less than forecast or actual greater than forecast. So if actual is greater than forecast, it means that USD will appreciate. Okay, and anywhere you have USD on the base, USD will move up, and anywhere you have it on the quote, price will move down. While if it's less than what was forecasted, okay, it means that USD will go bearish, and anywhere you have USD on the base, price will go down, and anywhere you have it on the quote, price will go up. So take note of it, 3 o'clock. And we also have the job opening, job opening, okay, that's same 3. So big news for USD by 3 o'clock Nigerian time. Then Wednesday we'll be having ADP non-farm payroll, okay, ADP non-farm payroll. Then Thursday, let's jump to Thursday, CPI for CHF, and that will be by 7:30 a.m. CPI. Okay, that same Thursday, those of you that will be trading crude, okay, the OPEC will be having a meeting. Okay, so take note, they say throughout the day. Then 1:30 we have non-employment claim that will lead to what will be happening on Friday. Why that same 3? ISM service PMI for USD. You know, they normally, when they have the first day, they also have the second day. So take note of this also by Thursday. In fact, especially the one of 1:30 p.m. might not push the price, but the one of 3 o'clock, okay, by shaping the chart a little for that Thursday, please take note, the service PMI. Then on Friday we'll now have the non-farm payroll for both Canadian and USD, and that one, okay, that one will be taking place by 1:30 p.m. and already we've already told us that we'll be live on that Friday 1:30, but we'll be joining, you guys will be joining us by 1 o'clock, okay, while we will start to analyze what might happen which direction price might go. So on Friday is a big day for us. But take note, Friday, I've already highlighted the big days, okay? The big days, especially for USD, okay? For USD, we have it starting from Tuesday by 3, then we'll have another one Thursday by 3, then Friday by 1:30. Then those of us that would like to trade, AUD, any pair that concerns AUD, please take note, Tuesday by 4:30 a.m. Nigerian time. So that is the fundamental for the week. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much. Unfortunately, we couldn't continue with the live. Network disrupted small for the live, and we didn't want to create another one again. So by Wednesday, by Friday rather.
Yeah, Friday.
By Friday.
Will be live.
We're going live. The weather is so bad here in Port Harcourt, so by Friday we'll be going live again for NFP. So thank you very much. If you have not subscribed to our Telegram channel, please do that, and then follow us on Instagram, YouTube, all social media, Dubiss Forex Academy. Ensure you like this video. Let's see your comments in the comment section. Please also register with our Broker FXPRO, and then let's trade and make money. Thank you very much. Tajipu is already going.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. See you in the next video. Bye for now.